Slice of New York life here. I think over there is our neighbor. I think it's that one over there. Anyway, here we are, my friends. We are here in New York City. We're going to be talking today about a little bit about the Diddy trial issues, but also take you on a little bit of a walk, a little walking talk with Mrs. L. And what are we seeing right here? Give people an update.
Right here on the West Side Highway, but across the street, which I'm marveling at, is this brand new movie studio that they are building fast and furiously that is going to be an entertainment complex. It's going to be 3 big sound stages. They're anticipating returning, especially with President Trump, who's going to be putting tariffs. He talks about he wants entertainment here in the United States. So I think maybe they knew something here for Not Our Realty. And it's going to be also sound stages for television, film, entertainment offices. They're calling it a complex. It's called Sunset Studios. Wow, look at this. 6 state-of-the-art.
I was here the other day.
I can't believe it.
And
watch out with questions.
I know. West Side Highway. We understand. I've taken them on this before, honey. They know.
Look at this.
Can you hear, by the way? I don't have my... I want to make sure the sound is okay. Give me a 5x5, and then we'll be groovy, okay?
Look at this.
You haven't seen this like this.
Well, you know, seeing it up close is different from seeing it from afar. I can't believe. So they really must be anticipating.
Holy
Film in the heart of the city. Look at this place.
6 state-of-the-art sound stages, private production office suites, premium support spaces. Unreal. Are you hearing this okay? Watch out. Watch out. These bikes.
Okay. Let me go in the walking lane.
There is no walking. Is this the walking lane?
Well,
I'm not sure. Look at this. See? These goddamn bikes. Watch out. Here we go. Alrighty. Are you hearing this okay?
There is a walking lane.
I know. I haven't gotten any 5x5s. I'm looking. I thought I did this correctly.
Let's go over here.
We're going to go over here. It's beauteous. I like that building. I'm going to show you. I want to talk about the Diddy trial because nobody is even remotely talking about it correctly. So I've got my point of view. Mrs. L's got her point of view. Mine is more of the courtroom tactician, trial lawyer, because I don't care what the charge is. I want to say, are you going to prove it? There we go. There's one. Are you hearing this okay? I'm pleading with you, for the love of God. I haven't seen one fight. Maybe I'm not coming through. Tell me. All I ask. You're very slow today, aren't you? What? What? Yes.
Those benches going down there and to the water. So they confiscated.
Let's walk over here.
Well, let's make sure people can hear and see.
I think. I'm waiting. Honey, they're not...
How many people are there?
58.
Well, somebody
58.
in a 58 should say something.
I think.
They can hear us, see us.
Because there's nothing worse. My biggest fear is to be talking and nobody can hear me. Here we go. 5x5. There we go. Thank you.
Don't you remember the benches and the flowers?
Yes.
Beautiful gardens over here. So they ripped all that up.
Well, to make room for this thing.
Well, you know what? I'm all for a movie studio, a TV studio. Bring it back to New York.
This is
Bring
huge.
in jobs.
As they say, look into the river.
Let's go sit over there by the water. Get a little nature.
Yes.
Look at this.
So as I was saying, the case of Diddy, Mrs. L was appeared today on the Nancy Grace show. She does it on a regular basis, adding a level of lucidity.
She wants me all this week, but I'll be in D.C., so I can't.
Well, we gotta talk about that too.
I can't.
Ask her what she's doing.
I can't do everything.
Ask her what's coming up. I'm not at liberty to say. I don't really want to
talk about it after the fact. But I'll
Yeah,
just
after
be
the
working
fact.
in D.C. this week and next week.
But it's at the highest level. Are you digging what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. This is so beautiful. You should see over there this. I'll tell you one thing. One place I'm going to show you. I told you about this last week. It's over here. We haven't been here in a while.
No, but we should pack a little picnic one day and come over. We should.
Eat on the grass with bugs.
Well, but they have these old tables and chairs. We're not
I know.
doing the grass. People are enjoying their lunch. People are running, bicycling.
Tell you are, as far as I'm concerned, you make the Nancy Grace show.
Somebody's got a debater.
Look at this. No master debater joke here. Look at this. There's those Muscovies.
Well, those Canadian geese make a mess. They really do.
But those are Muscovies, aren't they? Or those Canadians? What are they?
I think they're Canadian geese. They're very sloppy.
Yeah. And their fecal matter is almost...
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I'm not that descriptive.
No, but I'm saying
let's
it's...
see, they took away. Change this up a little bit.
Wait till you see over here. You're going to love this. So anyway, here's the thing I want to tell you about Diddy that nobody's talking about this. Now remember, first of all, I think he's a scumbag and a dirtbag, and he's pond scum and a waste of flesh. And whatever they do to him makes no... I don't care one way or the other what happens to him. I really don't. He's not somebody I like. I couldn't tell you a song he did, or... It doesn't really matter. Look at the geoengineering. Look at the clouds. But they're charging him with racketeering conspiracy. Conspiring with whom? It's like Ghislaine Maxwell's charged with human trafficking, what, by herself? So they're charged with 3 counts. Racketeering conspiracy. One is, a Mann Act. There we go. We have to do the kayaking.
That pier is new.
That's where I'm taking you.
That was not here.
This is what I... Remember I told you the other day?
I understand.
I took the kids. I call you the kids. I took the kids out for a walk.
I see.
It's beautiful. Wait till you see the chairs over
See
there.
what's happening.
It's unreal. So anyway, 3 counts. Racketeering conspiracy, forced fraud and coercion, kind of a trafficking, but they're talking about manipulating. It's like, wait a minute, that's not trafficking. Look, it comes down to this, and I keep telling people the same thing. If you charge Diddy with arson, would you convict him of arson because he beat up Cassie? And what that video has to do with anything, I have no idea.
I'm gonna try a session in Jersey for a free class.
This is what I was saying. Remember I was describing this groovy little playground?
Yeah, this is the end
Look
of,
at these futuristic, not the usual, monkey bars and...
This is great for kids.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They have telescopes. Look at this. Beautiful.
Where's Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's for water, honey. I think that's when they use the water.
I think you're
Water
right. I think
cannons.
it's like a water.
Oh, Mrs. L, the telescopes.
I thought it was telescope.
Look at these, huh?
Fantastic.
Are those funky?
Look, a little sand pit, although I'm not big on those sand pits.
Oh,
but-
sand picks. Oh, salmonella,
No,
worms.
because, during the night,
Worms.
animals go in there.
Worms.
Play area for 2 to 4.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this sign. Only in New York. Do not remove sand from sandbox. Who the hell's going to steal the sand?
Somebody, when things are not bolted down, people still look how fantastic.
Isn't it something?
Oh,
But look at the design. It's not that usual, it's space agey.
I see what they did though. They ripped out. Oh, there were some beautiful gardens and
Look at
things.
the,
All ages slide. What's going on down here? All ages. Let's go. There's
look
this-
at the, thing for soccer or whatever that was.
What is this? Let's see what this is.
It's the field, I think.
I guess. Wow. Benches. I guess you can. Permit holders may be reserved.
Yeah. Like my parents would do.
There's a newsletter. We gotta sign up for it.
First things first.
Well, we have to know what's going on here.
Describe how beautiful
Look at this. We can almost walk straight to Jersey from here. It's not that far. Very close to
Describe the breeze,
Yeah.
the warmth.
Oh, it's the perfect weather. There's a light breeze, not too hot. You don't want to wear a little jacket, protect yourself
I
from
know
the
you do.
sun.
I know you know.
It's perfect because we've walked before they renovated this.
Here we go.
It's to get very.
This is what I was saying to you
Oh,
today,
what's
right
this
here.
up here? I love this.
This is what I was
Like
telling
a
you
secret
about.
garden.
This is what I was telling you about
Access
the other
route to the
day.
overlook.
Yep.
That's going on. This is so great for kids, for everybody. I love the way they did these bricks.
Yep.
Oh, I like there's a roof on here, so
Yep.
it's fantastic.
I couldn't believe this when I came here the other day. It's been
Well, they did all this since the fall.
since the Rona.
Yeah, but they really did all this since the fall.
Yep.
Let's see.
Let's go down here. Huh?
It's almost like being on a beach if you look
Yes.
at it that way. It's
They have beach chairs.
nice.
I know. No.
no. This isn't covered. Do you want to go on a?
Well,
Let's go out here. Wow. And look at the buildings if you turn around.
yeah.
You can show everybody the buildings.
There's the Empire State Building. Can you see that straight ahead?
This way's good too.
All this is Trump Riverside. All this. And those bastards took the name Trump off because they were, remember how they were.
I bet you 5 years from now that name will be going back up all over.
Want to sit here for a minute or you want to?
I want to see what's down here. Oh, you
So when you
look
go
at
back-
the slide.
I know.
It's tempting.
And it's not hot.
How do we know? What's this?
Did you ever as a kid go on one of those slides that had been baking in the sun?
Burning that red metal.
Burn the red metal, and you do a 3rd degree overlook slide, 5 and up. For everyone's safety, please slide one at a time. No standing on the slide. Have fun. Come on, let's do one.
I don't know if I can do it.
Come on.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't want to risk.
Come on, ready? Let's do the slide. Here we go. Hey! Wait.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You fell off the end there.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm not injured. Living the good life, honey.
Well, are you okay?
That was good. It's very smooth. Very
Yeah, but you went down crooked.
crooked and busted my ass. What I won't do for you. Does Tim Pool do that? I don't think so.
I mean, I want to do
And
it,
for
but
good reason.
one of us has to remain intact.
Yes.
You're kidding.
No, fine. Of course.
Let's go up
Let's
here.
go sit over here. Here,
I
over here.
love this purple iris stuff. It's
Yep.
flowers, kind of a wildish garden look.
Let's check over here.
Let's go over here.
Because I want to talk about Diddy.
Those people are just
That's okay.
over there. There's a picnic table that's in the sun.
Let's walk over here and see, get an idea of
I'm
the
seeing some shade.
refuge from the storm.
No, this is a little too hot. Here, we can go like over here. Shade?
Yep. Ooh, yeah. So there's something. Look at that. They have,
Look at
they
the
have
building
these.
in Jersey.
Yeah, they have these. There's over there. There we go. Let's see what people are saying.
It really is.
If we didn't know better, we could think New York is the most peaceful, relaxed city in New York. This is the thing.
Well, this is.
I keep telling you, they think that this is.
There are also pockets when you go into Central Park. One day when I came upon the frog pond in the middle of wilderness and flowers, it was like being in a different country.
What's the frog pond?
It's in Central Park. It's up. I want to say it's probably in the 90s,
Okay.
but it's a piece of paradise. There's so many little pockets that you can find peace. You know, and also, did you ever notice even in Midtown, between the buildings, they build those little gardens
Yes,
and
yes.
tables and waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
And it's very peaceful. People behave in there. They'll just go and take, their lunch, or they'll relax. Or if you have a meeting, you can wait there a few minutes and use your computer.
How about what Hudson Yards has become? That's just incredible.
Out of control.
Incredible.
So,
And the High Line.
good. I like to see progress. It means people are coming. That's what we need here. Now, what we need to do, though, I see a lot of new restaurants opening up, which is a good sign. We need to get some more businesses here for the economy.
Let's talk about Diddy. What's your take on Diddy? By the way, let's do a quick vote. Who thinks Diddy's going to be? You know he's going to be convicted. I'm not even going to ask you. Whatever he's charged with, they're going to convict him. They're going to convict him of the kidnapping of the Lindbergh baby. He is so horrible. But what are your things? Should he be convicted? Even though you know none of the facts of the case, they just picked the jury. What are your thoughts and comments? Call me 800-555-2211. Operators are standing by.
That sounds like Tony Busby.
I know. What's your
Look
take?
at those helicopters. That'll be taken. Interesting, right?
Isn't this beautiful?
It's being on the beach.
I'm telling you, look at and they have all of these little, always
Little
cleaning
butterflies.
up and,
Very clean, very modern, very peaceful. Reading.
so what's your take on Diddy? Let's get
Okay,
down
my
to it.
take on Diddy is it's opening day trial. They finished this morning. They have 12 jurors plus the extra ones. What are those called? The extra, the alternates.
Right?
They have 8 men and they have 4 women on the 12. And I'm not sure the breakdown with the alternates. They are also, I believe, 8 people of color as part of the 12. They
Well, it's
come-
Manhattan. It's going to be the voting.
Well, it's federal, so
Yeah.
they were saying this morning they opened it up to Westchester, Bronx,
Okay.
different areas.
It's going to be in the Southern District.
Southern District, correct. But they also said they come from. They had a scientist, they had a tech person, they have somebody from very, very interesting types of people that they were reporting on. Now, what do I think? Opening day, so now they picked everybody. Now they had a short recess at about 10:50, and they went right into the trial then, and they opened up the prosecution with trying to explain what a
Opening
bad guy
statements?
is. Opening statements, just not a lawyer, and pretend to be one. That's why I'm married to
Right.
you. And the prosecution was all about that. He's a bad guy. He's nasty. He's vicious.
Yeah.
He tried to have Cassie Ventura. That is from the video
Right?
from CNN. Tried to have a boyfriend of hers. She was in and out with Diddy, Dirty Diddy, as I like to call him, for 10 years, her relationship. She'd be with him, she wasn't with him, kept going back, leaving. Somewhere in there, she had a boyfriend she was trying to be with, and Diddy went after him with a gun and with a bodyguard.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I don't
Hang on here.
You tell
George
me.
in Texas says, I laughed for the first time today. The slide was... Oh, the slide.
Yeah, well, you went down, and see, I wouldn't put that on. And you went down, you slipped to the side.
Yeah, I lost control.
And then you lost control.
It was great.
Age 5 and up slide. And what do I think? Here's what I think, and I have no proof of this. I think because for decades I've been hearing here in New York City about Dirty Diddy and all of his disciples and dirty deeds. Somehow he crossed somebody. This has nothing to do
Yep.
with anything. He crossed somebody at the top. Somehow they were done with him. They're going to nail him, so to speak. And they brought him in. He never thought this would happen. And I think that will be very good because there will be justice not only for his victims or alleged victims, but for all victims when they see somebody of money, of power, of control going down. Let's give some people justice. But what do I think? I think that it's going to be a tough one. And I've even, said this on television. If you could bring in the minors, right? I think that's something. I don't know, and I'm all for victims, survivors. If somebody flies there of their own free will, this is the problem we always have in courts, right? But anyway, they're portraying him as a suspicious, violent guy, and also switching up that the defense will switch up that Cassie was actually the aggressor and forced him to act like that. She made him violent. She made him vicious. So I want to see the video on that since he took video on everything.
Well, I can't wait to see the...
So this is
the
day
re-
one,
I can't wait to see their openings because I would say, hey, folks, Diddy's a scumbag, but that's not what he's charged with. I give you this example, and I always... What if they charged him with arson? And you were saying, okay, what about the fire? What do you mean fire? He was with kids and the lube and what about the freak-offs? Excuse me, you charged him with arson. What difference does it matter? What difference does it make? He's a dirtbag, he beat up Cassie. Excuse me, are we going to have any evidence of the fire? No. Well, I'm going to find him not guilty. You're going to find this sex drug, but you didn't charge him with that. You charged him with. So, what does this have to do with anything? There is something which is called 403, Federal Rule of Evidence 403. What it means is that when the evidence is probative, meaning it is provable, it tends to prove something. When the evidence is probative, but it's so prejudicial, it confuses, give you a perfect example. In every murder case, somebody has to identify the dead body. You always have to prove this person was killed. You can't say that Ted Bundy killed somebody. You gotta know who that person is. Because for all you know, that person they say was killed could be alive. So, you have to identify the dead body as the person. You can do it through dental records, a friend, family member, somebody somewhere to look at the body, either in the corpse or in the morgue. Somebody has to say, "Yep, that's the person." Okay. If I were to hand a mother a picture of the individual in the most gruesome form of death, and the mother loses her mind screaming, you could object and exclude that as evidence. It might even be prejudicial for mistrial purposes, because the probative value it's relevant, it proves something, but its tendency to exaggerate, to promote, to inflame, all of these things. I don't think most people care about a fair trial. I don't think they care. I think once they don't like somebody, they say, screw it.
I don't think people like this guy. That's
we
my
talk a
impression,
good
yeah.
game about free trial. Everybody's a moment. Nobody cares about that. If we don't like you, if you come across as arrogant, and he's got his family dressed up in black, knowing them the word that I'll bet you they're Instagram posting.
Well, how about what he's been wearing it to court? He's been wearing these preppy outfits.
Where's in that chair?
Sure. Let's go over to that chair.
We can't yell as well.
Okay, he's been wearing preppy. All right, let's go to this middle.
This isn't a golf tournament either. We can talk a little
Let's go to
stuff.
this middle table under the trees.
Here we go.
Let me
Isn't
just move my chair.
this beautiful? Huh? Yeesh.
What a joke. First of all, New York City. New York jurors are serious people. They're not going to be fooled by his demeanor of coming into court today with a white button-down shirt, along with a light-colored pullover and pants, and also black glasses. I assure you they have a clear lens in them. He's trying to look studious. He gave a thumbs up as he arrived at court.
Well, I thought it was.
But I think he should remain with these kind of charges and publicity. Just walk in, show up in a suit, professional. Because anytime we saw him around New York City, minus award shows or anything, he was all blinged out or whatever the word is for that. So he really considered himself the king of fashion. There's people around us. And I don't think people are fooled by this schoolboy. He's attempting, they're smarter than that.
So this white hair.
And also, listen, it's by virtue of the internet, it's different these days. Wearing the Harvard schoolboy look might have worked 10, 20, 30 years ago. It does not work today. We have the internet. Everybody's seen the Cassie video. Everybody knows about everything. I think they're just not going to like him. And his 6 kids came in all dressed in black with sunglasses, and his mother looking like a nun. Now she's been walking around in stripper clothes.
Yeah, didn't they go to strip clubs together or
Yeah,
something?
they used to go to strip clubs together. So, and she's on video doing some stripper moves.
Oh.
You know, a woman in her 80s. So come on now.
80?
I think she's about 80. Yeah. Nobody's being fooled by all this. He's gonna go down.
If I were his lawyer, I would say, play the video again of Cassie. Play it again. Let's watch it again. Good. Now that we've got that out of our system, this has nothing to do. He's not charged. Cassie is not in any kind of a. Was she trafficked? No. Here is the thing which.
Also, Cassie, I meant to interrupt you. She's showing up to court. We're not sure
Pregnant.
yet
Oh.
about if it's today might be something this afternoon. She's heavily pregnant, almost 9 months. She's teenage children, small children. She also has a very supportive husband who wants her to come forward because people are visuals who usually see her in this condition. That's what too small. I think they're going to believe her. And whatever happens, they're going after him.
He's not charged with beating her up. Can't hear a word. You need... Oh, can't hear you. Let me try this. Try this. Is this better? Is this any better?
Well, there's music in the back.
Yeah, let's walk this over.
I don't like this one.
Oh, now you gotta hear? Now you gotta hear? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Huh? Let me switch it around. What about...
It was a great speech I made.
It was
Nobody heard it.
great.
It was a great speech. but
Some
nobody-
story of my life. Some of the best. Can you hear this? Okay, yes, it's better. Thank you. Thank you. Does Tim Pool do this? I don't think so.
Look at the water. It's beautiful.
What are these flowers here? You're very into the flowers. What are these here? These irises? No.
That's that English. Oh my gosh, I have to look up the name of it. I see them in a lot of English gardens. I love them. They're hardy. They look pretty with the
Hardy.
lavender color.
You always speak in these wonderful ways that she says things like piping hot. You know, you could write for Pillsbury.
That's right. The building's interesting.
But you see the point that she brings up, which is the most important.
People are visual. That's the point I'm bringing up.
People
They're gonna
don't
see-
give a damn about what he's charged with.
They're going to
They
see
just
her.
hate him.
They're going to see her though, and whatever
Yeah.
he eventually is going to get accused of.
Yeah.
That's my
Oh, look at
opinion.
this. Look at this.
Stop it.
See that? Well, this.
Oh, it's
I've
windy.
never meditated a day in my life.
It's hard to meditate here
Can't.
because you hear the traffic, you
I
hear
listen to
the boats
music.
going by, airplanes.
Early
going.
in the morning, I have my earphones. I listen to music. I listen to songs. I get into it. I'm into a different world then. But to sit there at the police out, no, never. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. You know what I also hate? You're gonna love this. I hate massages. Don't touch me.
Well,
They
except
don't.
for me.
Well, yes, I know that, but I'm saying, but they don't feel good. Oh, look at these girls.
Not so much my baby. Play with my baby.
I was like, what do you mean you were like? I was like, I was like, tell me the way it was. Well, like, what do you mean like? You haven't said anything. When you go up, where do you want to head up? Wasn't that something you didn't know? Isn't this?
I've seen it from afar, but this is the first time I'm walking.
I think you were in D.C. that one day, but I walked
Yeah,
over
I
here.
was in DC.
I did. I could not believe it. Yep. This would be a beauteous place to bring food.
That's the building straight up at Tuscany.
Oh,
Where they have like $100 million apartment.
Yeah,
And
up
you
there.
can't get home
see
reception.
that straight ahead? See the big right in the middle.
It doesn't look it, but that's the one that's so problematic.
I did a brand new video on this Macron cocaine thing. He didn't do, it wasn't cocaine. It wasn't. I would love for it to be, but I can't believe the internet is believing this stuff. And some people are a little
even know.
disinformation.
If those pictures are even real
It
with
was
AI,
it was a
no, if he's
newspaper. I mean, not newspaper. It was like a napkin or something. He got out of the way because it could have been a boogery thing. Who knows? But the point is, everybody just jumped on it.
Well, nobody vets. People just repeat what everybody else is doing. They
It
don't-
wasn't cocaine.
There you go.
Seriously, you think he and Freddie Mertz from Germany and Starmer say, hey, I got some Tutski, I got some Blow, I got some Perico, some Yaya?
Maybe.
Stupid.
What is this rock formation?
Honey, these are called rocks.
A rock formation.
These are called rocks, and they're,
So what is that? What's up here on 97? That's not right there. Is that a rock?
I don't know.
But see, they ripped up, you don't remember all the gardens around here? They ripped up all the grass, the gardens to create, it's a little bit more cement.
Let me tell you something. Benny Johnson is full of shit. Not just because of this. How this guy, I don't get it. Jordan Peterson, this guy. Why is anybody listening to him? Candace Owens hit or miss. I don't know what her problem is. Tucker sometimes is great. And then he goes off into this weird thing about how the demon grabbed him in the claw. What the hell are you talking about?
Let's go up here
I'm with you, huh?
to the luscious. See,
Pardon
the
me.
flowers are making it.
Nah, it's just...
Let's stay away from the e-scooters.
Isn't this fun, dude? What's the latest with Letitia James? Letitia James is in serious shite up to her. Oh, how stupid. This is one of those...
This is true. How stupid.
This is one of those things, though, where it's almost... There's no such thing as... It's either did you sign the document? Is this you? Did you claim that Virginia was going to be your permanent home? You're the Attorney General of New York, and you were going to live in Virginia? What? What? It's so blatant. She's... And Trump is thinking, remember he said no one is above the law. There was a guy who stood up recently at some public event and referred to her as Tush James. Tush.
Actually, kind of like the name, but all right.
We had a woman in my mother's family. I didn't know her, but I was a kid. But her name is Lish. I don't know why, but they called her Lish.
Maybe it was Letitia.
Wait a minute. Lish the Lush. Now, I didn't know what a lush meant. I was just listening. And I was young. I was a kid. So we're at this table, and she's there. So I said, and I had never met her. I said, oh, Lish the Lush. And you could, my mother and father looked at me like, what the hell? I said, what? That's her name. Shut up. Nobody told me.
Well, they should have warned you.
Yeah. Even then, causing problems. I want you to know something. Mrs. L and I, we're never going to say that something is so just because everybody says it is. I'm sorry. And I don't think people should be knocked off of YouTube, but Benny Johnson, full of shit. And another thing, I don't understand. I swear to God, Macron's wife, okay, she's a man, maybe, okay. Why does Candace Owens have this hatred? She's like, oh. It's like, what are you, okay, it's interesting, but what is the matter with you? I think it's because she's inauthentic herself and hates people who get away with similar fraud. That's what I think, ladies and gentlemen. She's got a lot of steamer trunk emotional baggage. Want to cross the street? Where do you want to go down?
We do, but be very careful here.
Of course.
Action on here.
We have to go down to our new
No, wait, here comes some speed cycle.
we have to go down to get our new place. Let's go this way. I'm not a big fan. Like a lot of people, they're really into this stuff where they're so, come on, hon, we can do it. So many people are so into this. The various platformers, it's like, here we go, look at that. West Side Highway. And coming the other way.
Wait, she was fine as long as she didn't come out.
There we go. Don't you love to hear that moment of a, we can do it, honey. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, look at this, honey. Women are New York's something or other. Women are New York's. Very interesting take today. Please, on Bibi, Trump, Lutnick. Holy, wow. This is enormous. And where do I hear about this? Middle East News. There's a young lady, I don't know who she was, who gave one of the most thorough revisions. This is critical. Because the headline seems to be, Trump, say what you want about Obama. Obama couldn't stand Bibi. There's a certain protocol. When you come to the United States, this is my president. I may not like him. I may not have voted for him. But when the Congress basically bows fealty towards anyone, like we did with Zelensky, oh no. Oh no. very loud. Sorry about that, kids. You probably can't hear me. I don't blame you. Let's go straight here, straight across. Yeah. We can go up here and take a look. Whatever you want. You're the boss.
Those are the park.
Isn't it beauteous? I hate
We go
knapsacks.
this way or up the stairs?
The stairs. I hate knapsacks. I hate backpacks. I hate them. I hate them. Walking around with this Sherpa-like lawnmower on your back.
It's bad for children on their backs.
And when you're in a subway or an elevator, you've got this, basically this Samsonite strapped to somebody's back, which takes up, I hate them. Hate it. I don't make any bones about it. What are the big stories, my friends? Come on, give us some more news. What else is big? Where do you want to go? This way? A little dicey here, huh? He's loading his spliff. What's a big story? Anybody else? Oh, the AI. Remember Google Glasses? Google Glasses are back, but Meta,
They look like regular sunglasses.
they look exactly like regular sunglasses. Meta just partnered with AI, so you're going to be able to have
They created
complete,
their own app of it.
right, their own app, and you're able to wear these sunglasses to record. But eventually what you're going to do is you're going to see kind of like that heads up vision that people see, like pilots see. Oh, Cutter's Air Force One gift. Any country that gives you a plane is per se not trustworthy. Period. You don't have something with avionics. No. That can be. Look at this. Isn't this something, honey? Is this beauteous? Now hang on, I'm going to show you something. Look at these folks. Hang on a minute. You see these folks walking? This is one of the big hubs here for what is it, Fresh Direct or Amazon? And I showed them the other day. This is where all the horses are.
Yeah.
But they are constantly some of the hardest working people.
Yeah, filling their cars up and
Yeah.
delivering to people.
Isn't this nice? We have our friends with us. We have 171 people and 116 likes.
Why don't we have more?
Likes are
everybody
critical.
who comes on here.
The likes are critical. Because I'm not Tim Pool.
I always forget on my Lynn's Warriors YouTube channel to mention to people to hit the like button. I forget how the algorithms with YouTube work themselves, but I'm
Somebody
recommending.
wrote, maybe Mossad will give them a pager soon. You're right about it. You got to be careful. These
Playing
kids
soccer,
play.
it's great.
Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Isn't that something? I think that's... I never played soccer in my life as a kid. Did you?
Yeah, of course.
I never did.
Some little soccer.
Yeah.
You didn't have, you
Go
know what,
here.
this one?
Let's go here. Let's show you.
We would
Let's show
have,
you.
like, you would do archery for like 2 weeks. You would do soccer. You would do
Archery?
volleyball. Our regular gym program.
What about that place we go to, that park? Where is it? That in
Anderson?
Jersey? No. The other one, where Joe Piscopo.
Brookdale?
Brookdale. They had that archery club.
Yeah. But
You're
we used
out
to
there.
rotate. You didn't have rotation here?
No.
I loved
But
it.
you're out there and all of a sudden there's some big bullseye. You're wondering, I hope they... See where the horses are?
Yeah.
This is always very vigilant. She sizes people up immediately. This is the horses. Isn't something? The bricks. Clinton Park Stables. These are all the horses going.
take very good care of it.
This is nuts, honey. Nuts for nuts. What other big stories? What other stories?
Trump going to Saudi Arabia.
Trump going to Saudi Arabia. This piggybacks on the story. I'm telling you, Bibi is empingado. He basically said, I've had enough of you. And he told Abu Mazen, I'm going to back a Palestinian state. What? Go to Middle East commentary, not American. Go to RT, go to Middle East, go to Al Jazeera, go to any place else. Read their perspective. You won't recognize this. Isn't this fun? Are we having fun, yes or no? The thing that bothers me most about anybody is somebody who thinks they own my president. I don't care if it's Biden, Obama, Jimmy Carter. That pisses me off. You show respect and deference. This is Elle looking at her phone. This is one of the oldest. This is McKinney Welding Company. Since 1943, honey. Oh, you know what's coming up here? That's right. The Daily Show. Or the Subway. Tell them the Subway how big this thing is. I mean, not how big. It is always rocking.
24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
There are people on the subway.
They used to have a sign that said bread baked on premises. I don't know what that means, why that's important.
Let's check out this new.
Oh, look at the Daily Show.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
It pollutes my soul.
Oh.
Well, since we're here, I gotta walk past.
Daily Show. Look at this crowd. I'm surprised they're still in business.
Okay, let's not have any.
Imagine being a priority ticket holder for the Daily Show. That's an oxymoron.
Listen, they bus them in because they
They
line
bust them in
up.
because people are stupid.
They bus them in.
Across the street, my friend, the Irish Art Center. Is that little spice store? I think that might be out of business. Does that look?
No, that's next door.
Yeah, it looks like I see the what exactly the nicest.
Range. I don't know how to say this.
Let's do this one. Let's get in here for a minute. Let's say goodbye. Hang on a minute. Let me do this. Stay behind me. Right here, we're going to wish everybody a great day. We're going to go get some coffee. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Make sure you follow Lynn's Warriors. Got some great stuff. Also, follow
Nancy
her.
Grace tonight.
Nancy
6
Grace
to
tonight.
9,
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah. Oh, what else? That's about it. Anyway, it's a pleasure. We loved being with you. Thank you so much. We've been on for 43 minutes.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
These are wonderful people. Thank you.
It is. All right, your friends, have a great and glorious day. We'll see you later. Don't forget the monkey's dead. The show's over. See ya. Da, da.